So I wanted to discuss MARA. Make sure you come to ztrades.net. If you're not in our Discord, you can join down here. Check out our terms and conditions tab. Nothing I say is financial advice. Don't buy or sell anything based on anything that I say. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I did a comparison chart over here with MARA and Bitcoin. So we can see that it's not going to track Bitcoin candle per candle. And before I jump into this, you all do know that MARA has beat Bitcoin overall percentage wise in gains from their previous lows in 2023, not their all-time lows of 2023, their yearly lows. But let's just say before the run started to happen with the Bitcoin spot ETF anticipation run up, right? Over here, this pink line, I'm using the comparison chart on TOS. This is Bitcoin running flat and MARA disconnecting and going to the upside. Over here, here's MARA dropping and Bitcoin running to the upside, right? So it's reconnecting right now, in my opinion. It's reconnecting to Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and remove this. And I'm just gonna calculate. This is gonna be a short video. I want you all, let's pull this up. Let's go over to a weekly, all right? Let's go over to a weekly chart. What's that low right there? This is in October, 715, okay? I've already done the math here. 712, that's basically where the low was. We'll do 715. I don't really have to do this math, but you all know what 7 times 3 is. 21.45. We're at 22 right now. It's over 3x. It's about 3.1, 3.2x, right? Now, I'm not going to calculate this because the math is too easy. It would look really, it'd be almost silly. Let's go to the same time period. Basically in October, the lows of around that time, 24 and some, almost 25. We're just going to round it up to 25, right? So that would have to, Bitcoin would have to have hit, this is Bitcoin futures too, but Bitcoin would have to have hit 75,000 and it hasn't. Hit just a hair over 74,000 on Bitcoin futures. It has not 3x'd. MARA sitting right now has. MARA at the high from that low I just showed you, where they both had it between August and October in that whole down period, had 5x. Wait, what's the math on that? 7, 14, 21, 28, 32. That it had over 5x'd because it was at 34. So it beat Bitcoin, and everyone's talking trash about it. It can have, you know, it's not going to track Bitcoin candle to candle like IBIT can. And trust me, I feel more comfortable having my money in IBIT because I can go heavier. You can't have some bad management or some business deal gone wrong or earnings be bad or a bad financial decision or the worst, share dilution, and then I don't hear anything about it, a share offering, right? I have to pay, $74 a month for dilution tracker so that I can track these companies that I'm holding long term, especially if they're not like a normal company like Microsoft or something like that. If it's something like this, or if it's a small cap, if I'm playing small cap swings and it's going to be a midterm swing or long term, I have to know what's happened when it comes to their warrants. Is it fully diluted, all that stuff. But anyways, so I think Bitcoin or MARA is just reconnecting with Bitcoin again. And you can see over the last couple of days it's been doing that. And as of now, it has been better. You've made more percentage-wise being in for, if you got in the low and the low in Bitcoin, right now, than Bitcoin. Just because there was a time where it disconnected from the downside when Bitcoin went up doesn't mean it's trash. It wasn't trash over here when Bitcoin wasn't doing anything and it disconnected and ripped. But now, since you look at it from top to where it is, you view it as bad, like this. This is how everybody's viewing it. Ready? That's how they're all viewing it. Okay? Instead of viewing it like this, let's go back over to a weekly. Instead of viewing it like this, if it had went like this, slowly just went up and down, not too volatile, and it inched its way up to 22, everyone would be foaming at the mouth about how great it is. In both scenarios, well, one's the real scenario of where it's really at, and the other is a hypothetical scenario that both pointed to the same price. One, everyone would walk away and say, this is trash, I hate you, why'd you even talk about this? The other one would be like, you're a god. Yet they're at the same price, right? Coming from the same place. And this is the problem I would have when people would judge Bitcoin, like New York Times, Bloomberg, back before it was mainstream like this. They would talk about how much it was down from its high to its low. It is down 78%, it's trash, right? But then you would pull it up. I'm getting a little bit off topic here. You would pull it up and be like, wait a second. From this low of 3,200 to 15,000 is massive, right? But people only look at it from here to here. So there are going to be times that MARA can disconnect. I wanted to just do this simple math in this video for you guys and let you all know MARA is beating Bitcoin. Percentage-wise, from the lows of that time, it's beating Bitcoin. And I think it's going. I think overall, percentage-wise, it will beat Bitcoin. Also, we haven't had the halving. Now, they own Bitcoin on their balance sheets. I'm not really too concerned with how much money they're making right now. I am concerned with the fact that it's a company and it's not a spot ETF, which is why a majority of my money is actually in crypto, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. So, the money that I have in MARA is play money. I'm hoping that it's going to see $100. We had a couple analysts give it PT a price target of 125,000. Let me go ahead and go to this other article here. Where is it? I'm not going to search for it in the middle of this YouTube video. This is another article. Those in the Discord, I'll go ahead and post it. But I found this chart interesting. Ran into this when I was reading through all the news articles on MARA. I don't think it's going to look as pretty. It's not going to be as clean as that on the run-up. This guy's chart is showing 234. I doubt that's going to happen. I definitely see 83 again. I definitely see 100 to 120 on MARA after the halving. This is probably in this time in 2025, probably around February to March of 2025. If MARA hits $125 or $100, it would be a while from now. But again, you guys have to keep in mind, this isn't the MARA of 2020, right? Whoa, where am I at here? What's going on? There's a 2016 halving where it ran in 2017. This isn't the MARA over here. They have been diluted to raise money to buy a lot of other mining companies and deal with debt. There's a lot of cost. There's a lot of cost of running mining facilities. The equipment, I don't know how their loans are structured. What if it was a variable rate, and their loans were due and they had to refinance again at like a 7% interest rate for the land that they have to mine, the equipment, the employees, right? All that affects the price of the stock. Could it see this high again and have a massive pop and squeeze? I see that happening. To be more realistic, I see it in the 40s and 50s in the short term, meaning short term as in this fall and winter. Max, I do believe it could see this high. It would be a miracle if it could see 100 or $125, which some people were giving. I can't remember who it was that was giving it that price target raise, whether it was if it was a bank or who it was. Regardless, if you guys like this, information, make sure to like and follow for more. And I'm going to post those articles because I don't have them up, unfortunately, in the Discord.